In the meantime, back to this dispute over coal. Critics accusing Barack Obama of wanting to put the coal industry out of business. The president of the Ohio coal industry putting out a strong statement against Senator Obama. Mike Carey's his name. He's our guest now live in Columbus, Ohio. Sir, good evening to you.
Good evening to you.
What's your issue on this?
Well, you know, I think the main issue was when you look, and I agree with what the Democratic strategist said in the comments, is read the transcript. And if you look at what he said, you know, he said put coal industry out of business. You know, that's very, you know, you're looking at an area of eastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania and West Virginia and western Virginia that really need jobs. And right now the coal industry is providing those jobs.
You make a good point about that. I want to talk about that group of voters in a moment. But are you concerned about Senator McCain on this issue too? I mean, he said he wants to cap emissions, he wants to get away or get toward clean coal as well.
Well, you know, I think everybody wants to get towards clean coal technology. I don't think that's a fact, and that's undisputed. Both Senator McCain and Senator Obama have said they support clean coal, but it was the idea of the statement saying that we'll put coal out of business. Look, if you looked at what he said in the statement, it wasn't just saying put coal industry out of business. It was talking about having caps on carbon that were so high that it would put the coal industry out of business. And he further went on to say, and this is what really concerned us, is that these would be so expensive, bankrupt the coal industry, but then we'll put it in other energy sources, completely avoiding and looking at the issue of clean coal technology.
To be fair, if you look at that whole interview, before he said eliminating coal is an illusion, then he went into his description about what policies he would pursue. Now, you mentioned the issue of Ohio voters. How many people in Ohio are voting on this issue, Mike?
You know, I'll tell you, right now we currently have about 4,000 individuals that actually work in the mines, but Penn State did a study a number of years ago that said for every one coal job, you have essentially 11 spin-off jobs. So as you can see, for a very, very economically depressed area of the state, the coal industry is a very important, very important economic backdrop.
Pennsylvania? 21 electoral votes, your neighbors to the east. How big there in western PA?
Well, western PA, it's huge. In fact, in Pennsylvania, they mine almost twice or 3 times as much coal as we do here in the great state of Ohio. In West Virginia, it's even more down south. But I think even if you look at Virginia, if you look at the coal fields in western Virginia, that's a huge employer in that part of the state as well.
Why were